Alright, what's up guys? This is gonna be a first for me on my channel. I'm gonna review a song. And guess what? It's pretty obvious, right? Yeah, this is the new song for Metallica. It's called Hardwired. It came as a surprise today. I was just browsing my shit and YouTube and stuff, and poof, it just popped into my face and I was like, whoa, okay. New song after how many years? Honestly, I didn't thought they were gonna make a new albums. At some points, you're just thinking to yourself, they can write on the old stuff and will be fine enough. They can keep doing shows for 20 more years without making new songs. And if there's anything, people prefer the old stuff. So, I mean, the best albums are easily the first ones. I mean, first one till Black Album. Like, that's by far the best stuff. And I would lie if I say I don't actually like the other stuff, because I do. Like, I'm a fan. Like you can see, I'm really a fan, and I love That Magnetic. It's a good album. But when I listened to this song today, I was like, wow, this is really like, it's a scratch from That Magnetic that didn't make it to the album or something. Like, I'm not saying this in a way that the song is bad, because it's not. I think it's as good as any song on Magnetic, but it's just so much the same thing. It's so similar. I had a feeling that was just your life, but somehow remastered with different lyrics. The riffs really sound similar, and I don't know, maybe it's because it's the first time. Sometimes I do that for songs, like I listen to them more and more, and I start to like them more as the time goes. But at first glance, this is really a similar feeling I had. I know it's just a song, so it's not a full album by any means. But I hope the full album's not gonna be like this song, because it's just too similar. Like, it's like Load and Reload. Those two albums really feel the same. They could be like, Reload is actually Load #2, and they came out like really at the same time, like what, a year or two, like apart from each other. And I like them personally. I know a lot of people don't. And I don't like them as much as the old stuff, but I do like them. The thing is, now it's been how many years since the last album? I don't see them. Why make a follow-up to That Magnetic? That's... And by the way, if I'm pronouncing wrong, I'm sorry. This is probably my French accent or whatever. But, you see, I mean, it's really hard for me to actually review the song, because when I saw like the title, like Metallica new song, I was like, fucking pumped. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a new album, wow. I'm just, so I play the song and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, it's cool, it's alright. But then I'm like, is that it? Like, I know it's really like trash metal style. I know some people like this. It feels a little bit like Slayer and stuff like that. Like, it's fast, it's aggressive. But if there's anything, the best Metallica songs actually are not that aggressive. Like, if you think Fade to Black, for example, it's not. If you think about Creeping Dead, the Unforgiven, it's all those songs, they're not like really aggressive or something. Even Master of Puppets, it's like one of my favorite songs. And although it's aggressive, it's not that aggressive. You know, there's riff, there are melodies, and Ride the Lightning, same thing. There's part of it that is aggressive, but there's also so much melodies in it, and I have a feeling that we're never gonna see actually anything like those albums back then. There's never ever gonna be another song that's similar to Ride the Lightning or Master of Puppets or any songs on these albums. There's not gonna be any songs that's gonna be similar to the Black Album either. This one was really popular. It was both popular with the fans and it was popular with the general public. It was a bit commercial, you could say, but it was the most, I think it's the most sold album they made, and it's really one of the beloved one. And maybe just the hardcore purist maybe doesn't like it as much, but most people say it's the best album. So my personal favorite album, it's really hard. Like Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, those are probably equal for me. They're really at the top equally. And then you have the Black Album. And I do like Kill 'Em All and then Just to Spoil, of course I do as well, but not as much as those trees. And then you have all the other stuff that is like pretty much like, there are some albums that I didn't even like listen that much. The Garage Inc. I know this is cover songs, but like that didn't do it for me. Load and Reload, like I said, I like the albums. Sometimes I listen to them. Sometimes make them play, but yeah, it's a very different Metallica kind of stuff. And Saint Anger, I actually like a couple songs on it, but it doesn't feel like Metallica. It's fucking snarl drum is terrible as fuck. I think it's probably the thing that just fucked the album all over. That was a terrible decision. I know there's no solos and stuff like that. It's really my least favorite albums, but there's a couple songs I'll listen here and there, so I wouldn't say I really hate it. And Death Magnetic, when it came out, I actually like it. I play it for a while. It was in my player, and for like over a year when I was going to school was actually That Was Your Life. That was my wake up tune, because I think it just woke up perfectly. It starts slow and then as like it goes on and it's like, wake up dude, or you're just gonna get boom in your head, you know? And well, it was a good album. I like it for a while. I listen to it sometimes now, but there's not that much songs from it on my regular best of playlist, if I can say so. So what's gonna happen for this whole album? Some people say it was a double album, but like 80 minutes of new stuff. I just check a little bit of reviews, so don't quote me on that. So there's still gonna be a lot of songs, but this one was actually short. I was like, wow, this is already over? Like, I know they didn't make like long super songs like Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning since years, but sometimes I wish there would be like masterpieces like those, you know? And well, yeah, so I don't know what's gonna be on this album. There may be some covers, there may be some live performance, I don't know. I'm gonna buy it for sure, like, no worry. I mean, Metallica is the band I actually got brought into metal, like when I was a teen. I was really young and somebody just handed me a tape cassette. It was actually like a bootleg, like, you know, when at the time you just copy tape cassettes, and it just gave me that and said like, look, listen to that. And it was actually the Black Album, and it became one of my most like played cassette ever. And I still have that original, like that's a way of saying it, but I still have that same cassette as the guy gave to me. And it just, now sometimes I listen to the songs. I do sometimes listen to it on cassette just for home memories, and like there's some part of the tape that is just so whole and so, there's like the cassette is in bad shape, but not because I threw it around or anything, just because I play it way too much into my old school Walkman when that came out. Anyway, I'm just mumbling to my nostalgia right now, but so, as I was gonna say, the song is good, it's not bad, I like it, but I don't love it, and I hope that more and more listening to it will change that, and I do hope the album has a great variety to it. It doesn't feel like Death Magnetic 2, because there's no reason for it to be like a follow-up to the album. It's been way too long since the album, and they really need to put something new and original, but like, please make it sound a little bit like the old stuff. Like, I mean, we love this. Alright, so that's it for my review. I hope you enjoy it. It's a new thing for me on my channel, which is more video games and other rambling, but whatever. It's Metallica. It's my like favorite band. That's the band of my teenage years, so I had to do that. So alright, peace out.